Hey guys, today we are on my back deck in my backyard because we're going to be growing potatoes in containers. This is something that you can do anywhere. So whether you have an acre that you're growing on, or if you have a backyard that you're growing on, or even just a balcony in an apartment, this is something that is so easy that everyone can grow. So I'm going to be using grow bags today. These are 5 gallons. I like this size because it's not too big, so once it's full of dirt, I'll still be able to carry these around, and it does have handles. But I've seen people grow potatoes in 5-gallon buckets. I've seen them grow in Tupperware. So potatoes are supposed to be one of the easiest things that you can just kind of throw in anything. Give it full sun, some water, and you'll get potatoes. So let me just give you kind of an overview of what supplies we're going to use today. The thing you're going to need is going to be a container. Like I said earlier, I'm growing in these grow bags. It's going to be nice and easy to keep these watered. I don't think that they'll get overwatered, which is something that people have to be concerned with potatoes because they'll rot. So I have my grow bags. I just have some organic potting mix. This is from Kellogg's. This is what all my raised beds have in them, so it's just what I have on hand. And then the next thing that's really important that you're going to need are going to be your seed potatoes. So seed potatoes are important to have because, as you can see, they start to have sprouts right at the eyes of the potato. Those are actually called chits. I know, it's fun to say. And so one of the reasons you're going to want to buy a seed potato versus just buying a regular potato at the grocery store is a lot of times if you're buying a regular potato at the grocery store that it's not organic, it can be sprayed with a sprout inhibitor. So you can get sprouts like this, if you leave it in your pantry too long, it will start to sprout. But if you tried to grow that just normal potato that you got at the grocery store and put it in a grow bag, it probably will get a little bit of growth and then it will die back because of the sprout inhibitor. So it's really important to have sprout potatoes. Today I'm going to be planting some Yukon Gold. They're like a yellow, fleshy, perfect for like mashed potatoes. And then I do have some red potatoes, and then I also have a couple of blue potatoes. Look how pretty those are. Since I'm growing in 5-gallon containers, I'm only going to put 1 to 2 seed potatoes in a container. So I've already pre-filled my pots with about 3 inches of the potting mix. And so I'm going to find some good potatoes that have some good eyes and sprouts on them. These are good examples. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sprout side facing up so that way it can grow. And again, I have about 3 inches of dirt or potting mix in the bottom of my pot. So again, I'm putting 2 seed potatoes per pot, and I think the ones that have sprouted are going to give me better luck. And I think the ones that are smaller in size, since these are small pots, are going to do better for us. Because, you get varying size seed potatoes. I have some that are small like this, but then I also have a large one like this. If I was going to do this one, I'd probably just do it by itself. Now that I have all of our seed potatoes planted, remember I put about 3 inches of potting mix in the bottom of these grow bags. Place the seed potatoes on top. I'm going to fill them with about 4 to 5 more inches of potting mix. And then so what's going to happen is the potatoes are going to sprout through that top layer that I'm going to place on them, and then we'll see the leaves that will be at the top surface. And then at that point, I'll actually cover them up again with some more dirt, which is going to act like us hilling them since we're doing them in grow bags and not in the ground. So just for a visual, I have the dirt about up to here. Then we have our potato right above that. I'm going to fill it about with this much more dirt. We're going to wait for the potatoes to sprout and become visible, and then we're going to fill it up to the top with some more dirt. And then once we're there, potatoes become the most laid back vegetable. So we'll just let them grow until they reach their maturity. We'll see flowers. That's how we're going to know that those tubers are forming and the potatoes are there that we're going to eat. And then as soon as we see the plants start to die back, become yellow, then we'll know that it's time to harvest the potatoes. Another reason why I'm doing these in grow bags is because the harvest is going to be easier. I'll be able to take this whole pot, dump it into a wheelbarrow or just out in the grass and just ruffle through and get my potatoes, as opposed to digging and searching for potatoes and hoping you get them all. Just makes it really easy to harvest them. So let's get the tops of these filled up with some more potting mix. Now that we got these all topped with dirt, I'm just going to water these potatoes in. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today while we planted some potatoes and some grow bags. I'd love to give you an update to see what the progress is on these. So like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you think you're going to try growing potatoes this year yourself. All right, see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'll plant with you later.